All right, today we'll be covering Lesson 3-1, Inequalities and Their Solutions. You should have unpacked our first learning target and our second learning target on the first slide of this presentation. Let's take a look at the introduction here. It says, Spartan Middle School students participate in physical education testing each semester. In order to pass, 12 and 13-year-old girls have to do at least 7 push-ups and 4 modified pull-ups. They also have to run 1 mile in 12 minutes or less. You can use an inequality to express the passing marks in each test. Math terms. The graph of an inequality in one variable is all the points on a number line that make the inequality true. We're going to chunk this lesson into 3 separate sections. The first section is going to cover questions 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, there is a table here that says verbally a push-up would be at least 7 push-ups. The inequality form of that is going to be P greater than or equal to 7. And the graph of that is a dotted 7, a dotted 8, a dotted 9, a dotted 10, a dotted 11, and it continues on. Here we have the modified pull-ups. It says at least 4 pull-ups is the verbal expression. The inequality format of that is M greater than or equal to 4. So when they do this graph, they did a dot at 4, a dot at 5, a dot at 6, a dot at 7, a dot at 8. For their 1 mile run component, it was a 12 minute or less. So they wrote this as R less than or equal to 12 minutes. Notice here they have a dot at 12 and a line going towards the left. So let's start off by taking a look at question number 1. Why do you think the graphs of the pull-ups and push-ups are dotted, but the graph of the mile run is a solid ray? Well, let's take a look. When we're talking about push-ups and pull-ups, what's different about completing at least of these but running this mile in less than 12 minutes? Well, here we're doing individual things. Push-up, a pull-up, okay? Here we're running in time. With these 2 items, they can't be partial. You either did the push-up or you didn't. You either did the pull-up or you didn't. Here, when we're talking about time, I can run part of time. I can run 11 minutes and 30 seconds. That's part of a minute. So, with number 1, our push-ups and pull-ups have to be whole numbers. While running time does not have to be a whole minute. So again, push-ups and pull-ups have to be a whole number because we either did them or we didn't. While running time does not have to be a whole number because we can have part of a minute. Okay? Let's take a look at 2. Reason quantitatively. Jamie ran 1 mile in 12 minutes, 15 seconds. did 8 push-ups and 4 modified pull-ups. Did she pass the test and explain? Well, let's take a look. We have she ran in 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Is that number less than or equal to 12? No, it's not, right? Here it says she did 8 push-ups. Well, is that number greater than or equal to 7? Yes. She did 4 pull-ups. Is that number greater than or equal to 4? Yes. So Jamie did not pass the test because she ran the mile longer than the 12 minutes. So no, Jamie did not pass because she ran the mile in 12 minutes, 15 seconds, which is greater than 12 minutes. Karen did 7 push-ups. Is this a passing number of push-ups? Which words in the verbal description indicate this, and explain? So we're looking at, is this passing, and what part of the verbal description tells me that that's capable, okay? So yes, it is a passing number because if you look at the graph, 7's included on your push-ups, right? Okay, but the question is why, based on just this statement right here? What tells me that 7 is acceptable? The words at least mean that 7 is, is a passing number or a passing amount of push-ups. Part B, how is this represented in the inequality? So this at least or including of 7 here, how is that represented by this inequality format? What tells me that 7 is part of my solution here? Yeah, I agree. The symbol greater than or equal to is used to indicate that 7 is a solution. The other thing I wanted to read was writing math. Other phrases that are equivalent to at least are no less than, no fewer than. These phrases also represent the inequality symbol greater than or equal to. So again, these are equal to. On to your debriefing.